Hello my viewers and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video, we tackle a provocative topic that has sparked intense debate, the issue of racism within the Palestinian and Arab communities, particularly towards black individuals. Now a recent commentary highlighted the contrast between the support black people offer to Palestinians and the racism faced by black Palestinians. Now in this video, we'll explore the troubling situation in Gaza's Al Abib neighborhood, home to thousands of Afro-Palestinians and bearing the derogatory name meaning slaves. Now we'll also hear first-hand accounts from Afro-Palestinians about their experiences, which are shared by a sister, and draw parallels with racial issues faced in other parts of the world. So join me as we take a look into these complex and urgent issues, aiming for a deeper understanding and meaningful dialogue. Let's take a look at these videos. I will be right back.
Palestinians are racist to black people. And if you look around, it's black people that are out there advocating for the rights of Palestinians. This should be a lesson for Palestinians and the Arab community in general to stop being racist towards black people. Because when shit hits the fan, it's black people that come out and they fight for the oppressed. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا Allah says He will not change a people until they change themselves. So if you're there making dua, saying, oh Allah, why are the Israeli soldiers racist to the Arabs and they're doing all of these things to the Palestinian people, and you can't understand why this is happening, then look within yourself. You as an Arab, you as a Palestinian, you in your own family, how many of you are racist to people that are black Palestinians? Even broader Muslim communities, from Pakistani communities to Bangladeshi communities, Moroccan, Libyan communities, the Gulf communities. How many people say we are Muslim and in the same breath they mistreat other Muslims because of their skin color or their country of origin?
No. Make the two of them kill off them bumbuckler itself. Cause none of them no like black people. You see me? I recall a few years ago a Jamaican friend of mine went to Israel. She was in an elevator. No blood-clad Jews wanted to go in the elevator with her because she was what? Black. They looked at her with a scorn. You see me? Let me tell you a story that most of you guys don't know. In 1979, the great reggae superstar Peter Tosh cancelled 4 shows in Israel. You see me? It was alleged at the time that Israel were supplying the minority government, the minority white government, with arms to suppress the black people of South Africa. Here, so Peter Tosh said, I cannot be speaking about equal rights and justice in a country that is supplying arms to South Africa to suppress black people. No, I cannot do that. When they told Peter Tosh that he would lose $80,000, Peter said, fuck that. When it comes to my message, money is secondary. Peter Tosh would have been the first reggae artist to perform in Israel. Now let's move on to the Palestinians. Palestinians are Arabs. Saying, have you ever heard about the Arab slave trade? Go and look it up. Go and read up on the Arab slave trade and see how brutal they were to black people. See me? We're not gonna further. All me I say is, we not take no side with none of them post sold. Make them kill off them bumbuckler self. You see me I say? For real.
Melanated dominant people, sons and daughters of my ancient mother. I have been inundated with Muslims in my inbox, threatening me, saying I'm spreading hate, black people, telling me how dare I not stand against Palestine. So I tried to stay out of it, but I'm not going to be able to. So I'm in it. Okay, never intended for what happened to me at the store to go like it did, but it did. Okay, so let's just have a real talk. Okay, I'm gonna add the articles in the link because they are important for you to understand. So there is a neighborhood in Gaza, on the Gaza Strip, where 11,000 Afro-Palestinians live. It is called Al Abib. You know what that means? Slave. Yes, that is where black people live, and that is what the Arabics call that neighborhood, slaves, the land of the slaves. I'm going to drop the articles so you can hear from Afro-Palestinians how they're treated in Palestine. It is very similar to how we're treated right here in America, okay? You're going to hear stories of Afro-Palestinians being pulled out of taxi cab and searched because they were black. You're going to hear stories of Afro-Palestinians telling you how when black Palestinian women walk down the street, they call them out their name, okay, by their skin color. Chocolate, cappuccino, hey cappuccino, hey, chocolate, hey black. But the neighborhood, if that doesn't reach you, melanated dominant people, can you imagine 11,000 black Palestinians looking just like you, being humiliated in their home, in their land, in their compound, while the Arabs and Muslims are being oppressed? They still had time to oppress black people there in Gaza. So I do not condone the loss of life on any side. So I can't stand with anyone, okay? What I am standing with is that it's none of my business. But if it was my business, then it would be toward the melanated dominant people that suffer racism on both sides. Did you know that Israel was giving Ethiopian women Depo-Provera shots because they didn't want them coming into Israel and having children? They were sterilizing black women. Afro-Palestinians living in a neighborhood called Al Abib. Slave. Can you imagine little black kids going home saying, oh yeah, you stay in the neighborhood of the slaves? Come on, melanated dominant people. I know we can do better than this. It take 5 minutes of research before you go and run and say we stand with Palestinians or we stand with Israel. I stand with people that do not already hurt people. My people, melanated dominant people. It's amazing to me how we're so easily roped into somebody else's fight, but we don't open up closet doors and start looking at who we run into they fight. I pray every day for war to never be a part of our life here on this planet. But what I'm not gonna do is stand with Palestine, while Palestine has a neighborhood with 11,000 blacks called Al Abib, slave. And I'm gonna drop the articles. Read them, study, and then make a decision. And whatever decision you make, I'm all right with that. I love y'all, and y'all have a good day. Melanated dominant people, come here. I'm madder than a hoe in church. You ready? I go to the gas station. It's ran by Arabs, Muslims. Normally, they're very friendly, flirtatious, even. So the store owner singled me out. Have no idea why he picked me, but this conversation didn't go like he thought it was gonna go. He said it's a damn shame what the Jews are doing to the Palestinians, and Muslims are being persecuted, and they're doing a genocide in the Palestinian, and they don't belong there, right? I listened, and I said, well, it was the Muslims that enslaved Africa for over 1,300 years. They castrated black men in the Sahara Desert with dull knives, and many of them died. And they trailed thousands upon thousands of black women across the desert. Black women bones lined the Sahara Desert so that it was said you didn't need a map to get to Europe. And still now in Libya, according to CNN documentary in 2017, the Muslims were selling black Cameroonians and Nigerians on a slave market in 2017. He became furious. And he said, oh, you must be a Christian. That's why you on Israel's side. You must be a Christian. I said, why would I be a Christian? The Jews' Torah told them that black people were under the curse of Ham, and therefore we were sanctioned by Yahweh to be slaves. And some of the brutal things that they did to melanated dominant people in slavery was used through the Old Testament. Murder, slaughter, rape, mutilation of black people. Jews said that black people were more like apes than they were like humans. So no, I'm not on their side either. Can I tell you that he put me out that store? I know you fucking lied. Put me out the store. Would not sell me my little chips or my little soda. I have never been so proud of being put out of somewhere. Why am I telling you this story? Melanated dominant people, stay out of their business. Stay out of it. Let me tell you something. When I'm wounded and hurt, I'll take help from anybody, okay? But understand this. It was the Muslim. I want you to look up the Sahara slave trade, okay? Look up the Sunni Muslims. The Palestinians are Sunni, 98% Sunni Muslims. Look up CNN documentary about the Sunni Muslims in Libya. Matter of fact, find you a good Cameroonian or Nigerian and ask them about the slavery. As early as 2017, that was still going on when they would catch Nigerians and Cameroonians trying to cross over to Europe. They would capture them and sell them in slavery. Okay? So be careful who you're standing in solidarity with, because they just put my beautiful black ass clean out their store. I love you guys. I hope this make you think.
Now, of late, these recent developments have sparked a concerning rift between Palestinians and the Black community, particularly in the context of the upcoming elections and the broader political landscape. Now, this tension has been exacerbated by accusations that Black individuals, particularly those supporting or planning to vote for figures like Kamala Harris, are somehow abandoning or neglecting the Palestinian cause. Such accusations have led to a troubling situation where Black people are now increasingly distancing themselves from the Palestinian struggle, feeling betrayed and misunderstood. Now, historically, the solidarity between Black communities and Palestinians has been a source of mutual support and understanding. Both groups have faced systemic oppression and discrimination, and their alliance has been built on a shared commitment to justice and human rights. However, recent events have introduced a discord that challenges this once strong bond. Now, as the political climate heats up with elections approaching, some Palestinians have expressed discontent with the support Black people show towards Palestinian issues, questioning the sincerity and depth of this support based on their political choices or affiliations. Now, this shift is disheartening, especially when considering the significant role that Black activists and allies have played in advocating for Palestinian rights on the global stage. The perceived disconnection has led to a sense of betrayal among many in the Black community, who feel that their commitment to justice and equality is being questioned or dismissed. Now, we all know how the long-standing solidarity between Black and Palestinian communities has always been a beacon of hope and mutual support in the struggle against oppression. Historically, both groups have united in their fight for justice and human rights, sharing a deep understanding of systemic inequality and discrimination. Now, this alliance has been built on a foundation of empathy, shared values, and a commitment to advocating for the oppressed. Recent events, however, have introduced a jarring discord that has taken many by surprise. As tensions rise and political dynamics shift, accusations have surfaced suggesting that Black people supporting certain political figures or policies are neglecting the Palestinian cause. Now, this has led to a troubling situation where the solidarity that once seemed unshakable is now being questioned and strained. The current climate of accusations and misunderstandings is indeed shocking. It contradicts the very essence of the solidarity that has been so vital in the fight against injustice. For many, this situation feels like a betrayal of the shared struggle that has historically united these two communities. It's a stark reminder of how fragile solidarity can be in the face of political pressures and external challenges. Now, it is true that Afro-Palestinians face double the harassment and double the racism. Now, an Afro-Palestinian from Egypt who has been mocked due to her skin color and hair for most of her young life. The 25-year-old is one of at least 400 Afro-Palestinians from Nigeria, Egypt, Chad, Senegal, and Sudan who live within the walls of occupied Jerusalem's old city adjacent to Al-Aqsa Mosque compound. Now, according to this 2017 article, she said that the hardest part was when she started hating everything about herself because she was being pointed at and attacked verbally by both Palestinians and Jews everywhere she went. She said, "We faced double the harassment and double the racism for being Palestinian and for being Black. Israeli soldiers are always cursing the Black Palestinians and interrogating them whenever they pass by. This is how most people in my community grew up." Working as a photojournalist on October 18th, she says that out of the fume, the violent raids carried out by Israeli forces at the Damascus gate into the old city that serves as a popular gathering spot for many Palestinians, the day sticks out in her memory. Not for the raid itself, nor for the tear gas and sound B attacks that followed, but for what happened to her afterwards. She was alone covering events as they unfolded when she was approached by several Israeli soldiers at a military checkpoint. They assaulted her following a brief interrogation. She says, "I was taking some videos for my work and the Israeli soldiers know every journalist in Damascus Gate and Jerusalem, so they are quick to identify us during clashes. They know us all very well, even our names, which is why I believe they had decided in advance that they were going to arrest me." Now, it says that during her arrest, the soldiers shouted out to the ceased abuse, including slave, and kicked and beat her until she was numb with fighting and pain. Still visibly traumatized, she explained how they kicked her. "Many of the soldiers were standing over me and I was shocked. I froze because I didn't know what to do. During the investigation, they accused me of kicking the soldiers, even though that didn't happen. Then they wanted to know who I was working for and accused me again of sending photos and playing political games." Now, all these developments have starkly highlighted the racism that Black people face, and the current tensions between Palestinian and Black communities underscore the troubling reality. The accusations and misunderstandings emerging from recent events not only reflect the complexities of political alliances, but also confirm the persistent racial prejudices that Black individuals endure. The comments made in various videos which reveal instances of discrimination and marginalization faced by Black Palestinians provide a sobering glimpse into the harsh realities of racial bias. Reports of derogatory terms like slaves used to describe Afro-Palestinian neighborhoods and the experiences shared by Afro-Palestinians themselves reveal a deeply entrenched racism that mirrors the discrimination faced by Black people globally. Now, these insights affirm what many have long suspected, that racism is a pervasive issue affecting Black people across different contexts and communities. Now, the shock and disappointment felt by many Black individuals in response to recent events are not merely reactions to political disagreements, but also reflections of a broader painful truth about racial inequality. The solidarity that has historically existed between Black and Palestinian communities is being tested by these revelations, bringing to light uncomfortable truths about the persistence of racism within these spaces. Now, the videos and narratives shared by various voices underscore the agency of confronting and addressing these issues. They reveal the need for honest, introspective discussions within both Palestinian and Black communities about racism and solidarity. The struggle against injustice must include a commitment to examining and dismantling prejudices within our own ranks, as well as fostering mutual respect and understanding. We have finally come to the end of the video, but what do my viewers have to say? Share your thoughts, your views, your contributions as well in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video as I bring you another interesting video.